think there's nothing new left to stream in horror, think again, because these 10 gems will leave your skin crawling and your screen cursed. Number 10, Hellraiser.
What is it you pray for?
This modern reboot of Clive Barker's grotesque horror vision is directed by David Bruckner. It centers on Riley, a struggling addict who discovers an ancient puzzle box while searching for her missing brother. Unaware that solving it opens a gateway to a realm of sadistic beings known as the Cenobites. As her reality collapses into a nightmare of flesh and metal, she must unravel the box's secrets before it claims more victims. The horror is metaphysical, exploring themes of addiction, temptation, and guilt within a world of surreal torment. With methodical pacing and chilling intensity, it's a return to form that's both brutal and stylish. Number 9, Hard Eyes. Directed by Josh Rubin, this horror comedy slasher unfolds in a corporate office where a masked killer begins targeting employees ahead of Valentine's Day. Mistaking casual friendships and office gossip for romantic entanglement, the killer leaves a trail of carnage through cubicles and conference rooms. As HR spirals and co-workers turn on each other, 2 unsuspecting colleagues find themselves at the center of the blood-soaked misunderstanding. The film leans into absurdity with sharp dialogue and ironic twists, balancing tension with moments of twisted levity. It's both fun and ferocious, proving that love can be deadly, literally. Number 8, Presence. Steven Soderbergh directs this found-footage horror film told entirely from the ghost's point of view. Set in a sleek, modern home recently bought by a young couple, the story unfolds through silent, drifting movements and eerie observations. The ghost watches as tensions rise, secrets unravel, and the couple becomes aware they're not alone. There are no jump scares, only the quiet violation of privacy and the horror of being watched without knowing. The film uses minimalism to its advantage, offering an immersive and unsettling perspective that lingers in the mind like a distant whisper. Number 7, Hold Your Breath.
Terrible things. We're very well. You?
Directed by Carrie Krause and Will Joines, this period psychological horror is set during the Dust Bowl and follows a widowed mother and her daughters trying to survive both the harsh climate and an unseen stalker. As sleepwalking episodes intensify, buried trauma and ghostly figures rise from the silence of their rural isolation. Sarah Paulson gives a deeply haunted performance, grounding the film in emotional realism. The slow pace and barren visuals emphasize the sense of loneliness and creeping dread. A quiet horror that speaks volumes through stillness and suggestion. Number 6, The First Omen.
It's not real, it's not real, it's not real. What's not real? Who said that?
Arkasha Stevenson crafts a prequel steeped in religious dread and gothic visuals. A young novitiate arrives at a Roman orphanage and discovers the church's sinister plot to orchestrate the birth of the Antichrist. The story slowly tightens its grip, using subtle symbolism and restrained horror to evoke unease. The score murmurs beneath candlelit rituals, and the nuns seem to know far more than they let on. Unlike its predecessors, this film emphasizes psychological terror over spectacle, returning the franchise to its eerie theological roots. A haunting blend of prophecy and paranoia. Number 5, The Surfer.
Before you can have everything, you have to experience nothing.
What? Pathetic.
Nicolas Cage stars in this surreal psychological horror set along a desolate coastline. After returning to the beach community that exiled him years before, a man's sanity begins to erode. Confronted by a younger rival and suffocating memories, he slips into hallucinatory breakdowns fueled by rage and regret. The surf itself seems to whisper, an eternal tide pulling at his fractured mind. Combining noir aesthetics with disjointed narrative and Cage's signature intensity, the film balances on the edge of dream and delusion. Every crashing wave is a reckoning, every glance a ghost. Number 4, Malignant. directed by James Wan. This wild ride of a horror film defies expectations at every turn. It follows Madison, a woman plagued by visions of grisly murders that seem to unfold in real time. As the story unfurls, a deep, bizarre secret about her past is unearthed, culminating in one of the most shocking and surreal third acts in recent horror memory. Wan blends body horror, police procedural, and a dash of giallo to create something uniquely demented. It's not for the faint of heart, but for those willing to embrace the madness, it's unforgettable. Number 3, The Night House.
You're safe now.
Directed by David Bruckner, this psychological horror follows a grieving widow, Beth, who is left alone in the lakeside home her husband built before his sudden suicide. As Beth digs into his belongings, she begins uncovering disturbing secrets about his past and perhaps a mirror life he kept hidden. Strange noises echo through the empty house, and shadowy figures seem to move in reverse. The film blends architectural metaphor with emotional terror, slowly tightening its grip as Beth's reality fractures. Rebecca Hall delivers a powerhouse performance, capturing a spiral of denial, dread, and revelation. The Night House doesn't rely on cheap scares, but instead builds unease through atmosphere, grief, and haunting ambiguity. Number 2, Sinners.
Don't cry. It's all better now.
Yes, I lied to you.
Directed by Ryan Coogler, this period horror thriller blends supernatural mythology with historical grit. Set during the Prohibition era, it follows twin brothers who open a juke joint, only to awaken a dormant evil tied to their family's bloodline. Michael B. Jordan plays both brothers in a dual performance marked by intensity and restraint. Vampirism, racism, and betrayal interlock in a tale dripping with atmosphere and menace. Deep shadows, smoky jazz, and rituals performed behind closed doors give the film an eerie rhythm. The horror simmers slowly, building to a conclusion as poetic as it is horrifying. Number 1, Fresh.
What's going on?
I'm gonna tell you, but you're gonna freak out.
Mimi Cave's directorial debut offers a biting commentary on modern dating wrapped in a skin-crawling horror tale. Noah meets the charming Steve, only to discover his tastes are far more disturbing than she imagined. What begins as a rom-com quickly pivots into a brutal survival story involving human meat markets, literal and figurative. The film uses vibrant colors and slick direction to contrast its grim subject matter, with Daisy Edgar Jones delivering a performance that's both vulnerable and fierce. It's a stylish, stomach-turning tale of romance, manipulation, and reclaiming power. Here are 3 other recommendations. The Banishing. A priest and his family move into a haunted English manor filled with guilt, repression, and echoes of dark rituals. Atmospheric and brooding. Significant Other. A romantic hiking trip veers into cosmic horror as a couple encounters an alien presence in the woods. Creeping dread with science fiction twists. Fear Street, Prom Queen. Set during a cursed prom season in Shadyside, this teen slasher spins a brutal mystery around vanishing students and buried secrets. A 2-sentence scream in the dark for fans of teen horror.